Now let's look at another example of using our assembler, and in this example we're going to look at another couple of the directives that we have access to within the assembler. So again, we're going to do a simple one, which is just adding the two numbers, and we've seen how we were able to do this way back at the beginning of the course when we had the assembler for the 8-bit machine and we added two numbers together. So we're going to do a similar thing here. So this is the assembly language program here. So we add two numbers using the EQU and the DS directives. Now we'll talk about those when we get down to the bottom here. So the start of our program again is at 0 cross 8000. Now we've got something down at the bottom here, so our program is actually from this line here down to this to the end. Okay, so we'll talk over that just in a second, but we've got the stuff at the bottom here, and as I say, we've seen this before in one of the videos nearer the beginning of the course. So we're going to have a start address. Now this is going to be the start address of our data and also any of our variables. But for the moment we're going to have this in terms of our data. So the start address of the data is 0 cross 8020. So I've picked this start address so it's just beyond the end of this program here. So obviously you would have to be careful not to choose this start address so that the data is written over the top of the actual program. Okay, so we've got plenty of space here. Now what it does is it takes in this directive here. So this is the DS directive, so it's define storage. So the DS directive, it always begins, it's a capital D, capital S, and then I actually put in 1, 2 and 3, but you can actually miss this out. You could actually just have the DS directive. Okay, and it'll still work, but I actually prefer to actually put in the separate numbers. Okay, so DS1, define storage. So we're defining a storage and a position, and we're giving it a label. Now the label for it is first, and then the next part of it here is a value of 1, and that tells you how much storage we're defining. So in this case here we're defining 1 byte, where a byte is a 16 bits. And then the actual location for this is going to be just at the start address, which is 0 cross 8020. And then we're defining another storage location which is called second, and again its position now is going to be 1 above that, so it's going to be 0 cross 8021. And then there's another storage called result, and its location is 8022. So we're just defining a position in memory to hold the first number, the second number, and then the result. Now we've got the other directives here. The other directive we're using is called EQU. So again, we could use it just like this, EQU, but I prefer to actually put in the 1 and just number them. So we've got EQU, which just stands for equal, and all we're doing is we're given a label here, an actual number. So the label 5 within the code will actually be replaced by the number 5, and the label 3 will be replaced by the number 3. So this is the new section that we're talking about today, which is our declarations of our DS and our EQU. Now there's one other declaration that we use, is called DC, define constant, but we'll see that in a different video. So you can see here that we have the data and we've got the labels 5 and first. So really what that's saying is it's put the number 5 into the memory location defined as first. So in this instance here, first will actually be 8020. So it puts 5 in memory location 8020. And then we have data 3 in second, so it puts the number 3 into the memory location defined by the DS directive as second, which will be 8021. And then we go through the addition, and then we store the result R1 in register in the memory location given by the result. And result here is going to be memory location 8022. And finally, we end the program. So I will leave this little program in the resources section, and you can open it up and have a play with it yourself. Now what we want to do is go through the assembly stage. So again, I can just open this up and I can type in run, and it's generated the machine code. So let's go in and we'll have a look at the first pass. So we'll be in here. So that's our actual machine code. That's our actual assembly language program. And if we find the first pass of this, that's it here. So you can see that the pass one, it's stripped everything away, and we're just left with the data command. So it's putting 5 in this memory location, putting 3 in this memory location. It's loading the value here into register R0, loading this value, which is actually the memory location, into register R1. We're adding R0, R1, and then we're storing the result in R1, and this R1 here is the actual memory location 32802 in decimal, and then we've got the end. So this is the original program, this is the assembled program, and then we'll have our hex values in our final output. So let's go ahead and we will load this up and we'll see it working. So if I go into the RAM, open up the machine code, and that's us ready to run the simulation. Now what I'll do is we'll just click through it because it's quite a short program, okay? And we'll see the value. So we've got the stack pointer being set up, we've got the jump to this beginning of the program, which is 8000, the first part of the code here, and then the second part. You see the number 5 in that temp register at the moment, and then number 3 in the temp register. And we've got number 5 has gone into register R0, and number 3 into register R1. We go through and we'll do the addition next. So now we've added the two together, we've got 8 in register R1, and we're going to take that number and put it into the position 8022 in memory, and you see that's it ended. Now there's not much to see here. Really what's interesting is whenever we get into this section here. So I'll zoom in a bit, and also I'll position this so that we can see it properly. So this is our RAM here, and we're interested in looking in the actual position. So the position we were interested in was 8020, which is this position here. So it's put 5 in this memory location, so that's first, 3 in this memory location, so that's second. It's added both together and it's saved it in this memory location, which is third. So that's us worked through that nice little example. And we've seen this example, as I mentioned before, within the 8-bit machine using the assembler for that 8-bit machine in Excel. So now we've got it to work, and we've got it to work in our 16-bit machine using our assembler in Python. That's all for this video. Thank you for listening. I'll get you on the next video. Bye.